Hey VC, it's me Roger back with another video. Hope you're all doing well out there. Summertime here in the northern hemisphere anyway. Cheers everybody. It's been a little while and you know me, got a little stack of records to show. So might as well dive right in, right? This is what's playing in the background. This is the band's name is People. And the name of the album is 3x a Woman or 3 Times a Woman. The Misplaced Files, which is kind of the subtitle there is a reference to the fact that this was recorded back in 2008 and is now finally coming out on Telegraph Harp. People is Mary Halverson's rock band with Kyle Forrester on bass and Kevin Shea on drums. This one features horn arrangements by Peter Evans, played by Peter Evans on trumpet, Sam Kulik on trombone, and Dan Peck on tuba. Yeah, this is supposed to come out a long time ago, and then it was supposed to come out in 2013, and then that fell through, and so it's finally here. It's on vinyl, which is cool. And I have to show you the inner sleeve because it's just so amusing. So you have Mary in the blonde wig and then her bandmates in drag. 3 Times a Woman, get it? Yeah, so they're singing on this. Most of the words made up on the spot. Song titles like these words make up the lyrics of the song. A song with melody and harmony and words and rhythm. Yeah, a lot of fun. Serious and intellectual and challenging music, but fun. And, you know, they're untrained singers, so it has kind of a naive, childlike quality about it that I find really charming. Yeah, super happy to see this come out. Hope it gets some attention. Another new record. This is Boris's new album, Noise. I'm not sure what label this is on. Oh, Sargent House. Nice spot varnish on the cover. And on the inside here. This is my first Boris album. They're kind of a favorite band of the VC, or certain people in the VC. I was expecting it to be a little heavier. Maybe they've mellowed with age. Maybe I should check out some of their earlier stuff. I liked it. I didn't really see what the big deal was. Now this is really cool. The new album from Mastodon, Once More Around the Sun, on Reprise. This is the limited edition, ultra deluxe edition. I pre-ordered it. Gotta love that cover. That spot varnish again. It's really cool. And it's a double LP and a quadruple gatefold. Now, you gotta admit that is pretty cool. More spot varnish. But, oh, CD and 4 lithographs from the cover in that little pocket. But this jacket is kind of flimsy. And when it arrived, it already had a couple of gigantic seam splits at the top. Which, considering how much, you know, I paid for this plus shipping, it's kind of a bummer. Could have used a little bit better material for this. Oh well. I sent them an email. You know, it's Warner Brothers. Who knows if I'll hear a response. But musically, this is a step up from The Hunter, I think. This Still like shorter songs and clean singing and stuff, but much more powerful riffs and killer drums, man. Brand Daler's a great drummer. Yeah, Once More Around the Sun. Great prog metal. Cheers, everybody. I kind of picked us up on a whim. Some people have shown this in the VC, and I thought, what the hell, it wasn't expensive. This is Angel Olsen's Burn Your Fire for No Witness on Jaguar. I guess she's worked with Bonnie Prince Billy, Will Oldham, Palace Brothers, that scene. And it's kind of in that vein, sort of rusticy folk kind of rock. And it's okay. I kind of have the same problem with this as I do with Will Oldham, Bonnie Prince Billy. The faux authenticity kind of. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old for this or something. I liked it enough. I'm going to keep it. Not sure what I think of this either. This is Vivaldi's Four Seasons, recomposed by Max Richter. I heard an interview with him back when this first came out, and I heard it and kind of liked it, and it's kind of cool to have a classical record be on the top of the charts and stuff. This is a recent reissue, 2 LP, the second disc of some electronic works by Max Richter on one side, and then some dubious remixes of the Four Seasons on the other. Now, I love Vivaldi's Four Seasons, and I especially love the Venice Baroque Orchestra's performance of it. That's just ripping. And so Richter's basically stripped, 3/4 of it away and then repeated the rest in that kind of neo-minimalism thing. And it's enjoyable, but I feel like it's enjoyable because, Vivaldi's music, survived the assault. Again, maybe that's just me. I have a thing with minimalism anyway, as a way of being. So yeah, I'm glad to have this. Beautiful pressing, sounds great. Don't let me dissuade you. So that's it for new records. Got another one of those emails from Great Escape saying, "Oh hey, we got a big collection of jazz records. Come on down." The email kind of gave away the game. It said, lots of swing era dance classics. Well, whatever. Not my bag. But I couldn't not go, right? I had to go check it out. And, found a few things, nothing real exciting. Here's Charles Lloyd Quartet's Lovin'. This is live at the Fillmore Auditorium in San Francisco from 1967 on Atlantic. These records are really common. The jacket has this nice lacquered covers in beautiful shape, cleaned up nice. The vinyl, these are hard to find in good shape, in my experience. And this one is okay. I wouldn't mind an upgrade. This is classic. And there were a lot of records in the bins that were like this. Writing on the cover, and all 3 seams covered with Scotch tape. That was distressing. There were some really choice, not rare, but interesting records, but I had to pass, like these ECMs. I'm sorry, those ECM covers are so beautiful. To have them defaced like that is really kind of hard for me to take. But I did pick up one that was like that because this is something you don't see a lot. This is Chico Freeman's Spirit Sensitive on India Navigation from 1979. Great album, great band. Cecil McBee on bass, John Hicks on piano, Billy Hart on drums, and Don Moy on bass. They play some standards, they play some originals. It's kind of inside, it's kind of outside. It's all together beautiful. And while the cover is trashed, the vinyl was cleaned up to near mint. It's not like they played it at the radio station. WRVU was Vanderbilt University's radio station, And kind of a sad story there. Like a lot of college radio stations, the members of the community could have radio shows. But Vanderbilt decided they didn't want the community running around their campus and broadcasting from the radio station. So instead of trying to clean house or anything, they just got rid of it, sold it to NPR. So yeah. Another one where the Jackets beat Larry Coryell's Restful Mind, The Restful Mind. It's on Vanguard from 1975. With Ralph Towner, Colin Walcott, and Glenn Moore. Who would go on to ECM and do, I'm trying to remember the name of that band. Anyway. So this is kind of mellow. Jackets beat, vinyl is okay. His records are hard to find in good shape because people played them a lot. Took a chance on this. Billy Cobham, called Simplicity of Expression, Depth of Thought. This is on Columbia from 1978. Now his Atlantic records are really great fusion records, and I saw this had vocals. It was in really good shape and cheap, and the guy digging next to me saw me look at that and he's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta get that." I was like, okay. And it's pretty good, and it kind of reminds me of stuff like, I don't know, that Dreams album where there's some singing, but it's good. It's I really like this a lot. Took a chance on this. This is Farid Haque, Voices Rising on the Pangea label. Pretty much bought it because of that Pangea label. So it was a division of IRS. I think Sting had something to do curating stuff. They put out some Kip Hanrahan records that were really great and deserved wider recognition. It was a short-lived imprint, and this is the first record by this guy. He's right out of college or something. A little blurb from Dave Sanborn. Kind of tells you where this is going. It's a little smooth for me. Great playing, inoffensive, but yeah. So yeah, not much jazz for me at the jazz thing. But I found some other things that were really cool at Great Escape that day. In the non-jazz bands. Here's Dr. Nerve's first album, Out to Bomb the Fresh Kings, from 1984, I think, 1984-85. I'd heard of Dr. Nerve, but I'd never really gotten into their music, and 1984, I kind of wish I'd heard this at the time, because in many ways, this reminds me of some of the stuff that my band in Boston was trying to explore, like kind of a free hard rock punk thing. So Dr. Nerve is this guy, Dudkovsky, with horns, bass, drums, vibraphones. Can't remember if there's any vocals. I don't think so. I think it's all instrumental. Really eclectic, really interesting compositions and improvisation, and this was in the rock bin. I guess it's rock. I guess I don't know. I wish I'd heard this back in the 80s. Definitely gonna look for more Dr. Nerve records. This was a very cool find. Japanese pressing of Tangerine Dream Cyclone. When did this come out? I'm not sure. 78 or something like that. I don't think this is an original. I think this is a later pressing, but it's in beautiful mint condition. Has a great cover. OB. This is Robert Z approved. Maybe. It's not my first pressing, I don't think. Not my favorite Tangerine Dream record, unfortunately. The vocals are horrible. But when they shut up and it's those analog synthesizers, it's cool. And glad to have it for my collection. I'm trying to accumulate them all. So I couldn't leave that behind, even though it's not their greatest record. And this was a surprise because I just don't see this stuff in the bins. This is Gentle Giant, The Power and the Glory on Capitol. I really need new glasses. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is from. But yeah, it's got the original die-cut cover. It's like the playing card. This is excellent. Gentle Giant's one of those bands that, for me, got better and better, at least up through their first dozen records or so. This is a classic. A little wordy, but musically it's so strong. Yeah, this is prog of the highest order. That's it. We're heading into the home stretch with the Cosmologies LP. Still have some printing to do, but I could have the record by the end of this coming week. So y'all be the first to know, believe me. Until then, take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.